Morning folks, bit of a night at the rugby club, a bit of a day at the rugby club yesterday, so a little bit shabby for this. I'll flip you around, show you the start. Hopefully by the end of today we'll have got the pond up, we'll have got some fish in it, a little bit more sorting out. I'll flip you around, we'll have a quick nosy at what we're doing today. So these guys in here are doing well enough. Need to get them out of there though, a bit small. So we've got a pond to go in here. Jack my table up so I can get my bits and bobs on it. But this is part of the gear that I picked up yesterday. A couple of filtration bits, a lot of pipe work, commercial UV system. Got 4 new bulbs for that as well. So we're going to try and set up everything in here. There's a pond liner there that went in the pool because it's a swimming pool, so it's all the blue and white checkered bottom, proper old school. So we'll get that in, get the pond liner in. I've got that temporary because there's about 60 fish that I've got to pick up in the next couple of weeks, along with another pond the same size, an easy pod, a cockney koi filter, and a load of other bits and bobs. So there's some goldfish and some common carp, etc. in there, so that I'll probably just chuck them in there for now, just to keep them out the way and keep them separate. But yeah, gonna have water for days. Obviously took that out. Interesting, look at it, it rained last night and look how pink it's gone. There must be a reaction with the algae in there from the rainwater, because that's literally the fish came out of that the other day. So get that pressure washed out and put away for now. Have a mess around with me homemade filter at some point. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy old day with hangover, far too much red wine. So we'll get cracked on, get back to you guys in a bit. Well, I have to say, that was a bugger on my own. Mainly because of the space it's got to go in. I need to get some of the T-pieces that go in the bottom there and there to attach there. But I can get in and walk around the back of it, even with my Christmas belly still intact. So we'll have a look at getting the pond liner in. Although quite like the retro look. We'll see, we'll see. Spare pond liner's always good to have anyway. So yeah, we'll crack on with that now, and we'll get back. I've just been unboxing a load of stuff. There's a salinity tester in there, there's medication in there. We've got a Brescia microscope, a couple of Colombo test kits, 1 vari pump. There's another 10,000 litre vari pump to come. So a lot of gear, more than I need. So some of that will be going up for grabs, nice and cheap. Like I said, there's about 60 fish to come as well, so there'll be a few of those going, but we'll a little bit more on that later on, because it's probably going to be realistically March time. There's a few in there I want to grow on a little bit, see how they turn out. But there will certainly be some fish requiring a new home at some point, because I just don't have room for somewhere in the region of 90 fish I've got now. Well, I have, but I don't want them. Right, we shall catch you folks very shortly. There's one thing in the world, and one thing about this hobby I hate: fitting them. I'm shit at it. It looks crap, and it's just purgatory. So I'm going to throw a drop of water in it and go round and see if I can't pull out most of the things. But at the end of the day, the fish will like it, and I don't care, because a decent pond will be fiberglass, and not by me, because I don't have the patience for it. Anyway, back in a minute. Okay, so we've got the filter fired up, fairy pump on, everything in. Starting to fill up. Yes, I know I've got some folds to pull out and all the rest of it, but it's taking its time. These are all grumpy. Water's about 9 degrees, so that's alright. I know something's going on. So they will be out of there soon. Pump that water out of there into there. I'll have to have a look at the instructions for the vari pump. I think I've set it at 9,000 litres an hour, but I don't know what that means, so I'll have a little look and we'll see. 4 kilowatt inline heater. I don't think I'll be putting that one on for now at the moment, but we'll see. So yeah, going alright. It's just going to take a good while for that to fill up. There's a couple of goldfish in the lot I'm going to get, so I've put the rota shower over there. I need to get some 40mm pipe to hook the pump up, so I'll get the pump hooked up at some point, and then, like I say, there's some goldfish that are in it, so for the moment, before I start building that one up, the goldfish can go in there out the way to go over the top. So yeah, it's all good. So I'll jump back when that's full, and therein I will probably run a bit of a treatment. I've got some PP and I've got some other bits and bobs, so I might just run a treatment through it, even though it's on my original filter system and it's fresh water going in there. I might just do it anyway, just as a precaution, but we'll see. Anyway, catch you in a bit. All in. So that's it pretty much done. Rest of the gear to pick up. Ooh, sun's a bit bright there. Rest of the gear to pick up, and the fish. Probably another hour before this is full. Have a look at getting some of the rest of the gear set up, but bit of fettling to do, but other than that, all good. So I'll catch up with you guys soon. Enjoy your week.